You know, whenever I was originally going to be filming this, I was thinking that I would like start off it with some kind of like really interesting or unusual greeting to people, like because everyone on YouTube says "Hey guys," or "Hi guys," or "What's up y'all," or something like that. And I was like, no, I'm gonna do something different, but you know, I tried it and it just sounded really stupid. So hey guys, how's it going? I'm gonna be let's playing Alan Wake's American Nightmare, which is a kind of a sequel, I suppose, to the game Alan Wake, which came out a few years ago. And I personally actually only just played it, the first game, Alan Wake, like maybe a week and a half ago. It was on sale on Good Old Games, and I decided to buy it, and it was actually surprisingly good. I'd heard lots of like mixed reviews. I'd heard some good things and some bad things, but overall I actually really liked it, and so I decided to get the sequel here and give it a shot. And I also decided that I would let's play it for everyone on YouTube. I'm sure that there are already about 300 other channels that are showing this game being played. This is actually the first time I've ever tried to let's play anything ever. Hopefully it's not too horrible. If you have any suggestions or criticisms or nice things to say, please do either leave comments or send me messages or whatever, because I like watching let's plays, and when I'm playing games I like to think about things that I would say about the game, and I figured maybe other people would like to hear it, maybe they wouldn't. I don't really know. I mean, we'll see. I like playing games though, and I really like this game. I liked the first Alan Wake. If you haven't played it and you are interested, I would say please go and like stop the video and go play it now, because obviously this is happening after the events of the first game. It's going to be lots of spoilers, and I would really hate for you to like be ruined wanting to play the first game, because it's really good. Maybe in the future I'll play that one. It's kind of backwards, but whatever. If you don't have any interest in the game, or you've already played it or already know what's going to happen, I mean, it's not exactly like it's not literature. You're not missing a whole lot if you get the story spoiled, but just check it out. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry. I've been talking for a little while. Okay, so story mode. And there's also this arcade action. I don't even know what that is. I think it's some kind of like challenge thing, but obviously we're going to be going for story. And we're just going to start a new story and see what happens. I've never played this before, so I really have no idea what's going to happen. Yeah, let's go see what happens. Oh, fuck. Okay. Normal. Or nightmare. I'll do normal since I'm going to be playing a let's play, and I don't really like dying over and over when people are watching. So, yeah. Check this out.
Blurred, and nowhere as vividly as in Night Springs.
Oh, is this
The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
Oh, I like how they actually scratch out Mr. Scratch's name, like the audio actually scratches. That's pretty cool, I guess.
I'll catch you eventually!
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
It's a little bit different from the first game that they're using like actual actors for a lot of things here. You know, in the first game, there was only, like, they had real actors, I think, for Alan, and maybe a few people in the Night Springs TV shows, but...
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Alright. So the layout's a little bit different. That health bar is different. Looks like it might be upgradable, which is cool. You couldn't really do much like that in the first game. There's a lot of things there in the opening. If you haven't played the first game, you might not notice. Barry Wheeler, who's the fattish guy in the red coat sleeping on the bed there, is Alan Wake's manager. Alan obviously is this guy, a writer, an author, novelist. It's funny, his stories, his books are actually taken, all the titles are taken from Max Payne games. Like, his book titles are chapter names from the first two Max Payne games, which Remedy, the people that made this game, also made. And in the first game you can find some of his, like, excerpts from his two novels. And when you read them, like, normally you find excerpts from the novel that Alan Wake is writing, like in the storyline of the game. He's writing this novel called Departure that is like the story of what's actually happening in the game, and what he writes in it actually happens. That's I'm sure we'll find out more about that as we play the game. But if you read the two excerpts from like Alan Wake's successful commercial novels that are about this guy named Alex Casey, who is actually supposed to be kind of like Max Payne. I guess maybe Remedy couldn't use the name. The novel pages that you find are not narrated by Wake. They're actually narrated by Max Payne's voice actor, who's supposed to be this guy, Alex Casey. I can't remember his name. I keep wanting to say like Tom Lake, but I think that that's the writer of the actual Max Payne games and this game. I'm not sure. But yeah, the guy that does Max Payne's voice reads out those two excerpts, you know, in case you weren't absolutely certain that it was supposed to be Max Payne. And he also does the voice of Thomas Zane, which is another character that has a kind of a major plot role in the first game, and I'm thinking might show up in this one. And I'm guessing that this game is still taking place like inside of Alan Wake's head. At the end of the first game, they didn't do a previously on Alan Wake, which I was really hoping they would do, because that was kind of cool. In the first game they would do that, but they didn't do that. So Alan Wake is like trapped in, basically what I need to know is that Alan Wake is trapped in like his own mind within this evil like construct that makes his imagination come true. And Mr. Scratch, and that, like, the way they scratch out his name when he talks, that's, I mean, that's cool. I think that's cool. That's pretty clever, I think. In the first game they did it, but I thought it was just like ambiance, but now they've done it twice, in the exact same way. So that's, I think that's cool. It's like his name should have like a dash or an exclamation point or something in it. And I like little things like that. I don't know, I'm kind of a loser. Oh boy. I just like stuff like that. Like little things like that. I think that's interesting. Anyway, let's go grab a flashlight. Yeah, standard procedure. Obviously, in Alan Wake, the big like defining mechanic is the flashlight, and you have to shine it on your enemies in order to weaken them before you can kill them. It's always kind of bugged me that it's not really very dark in Alan Wake. Like the first game, it's always a full moon and like everything is very bright. There's very few times when you actually need the flashlight. Oh. Okay. Huh. So this is... Yep. Press left trigger to boost your flashlight. The boosted flashlight beam burns away the darkness. That's what I was just saying. I am playing this on PC, but I'm using a 360 controller. It just seems, I mean, better with a controller. I know that's like blasphemy to say about games on PC. But controllers are just good for games like third-person shooters like this. I'm sorry, but I really don't, usually. You know, if this is a first-person shooter, yeah, I'd be using a mouse and keyboard, but I mean, for a game like this, I don't need like pinpoint accuracy or anything, so I don't really see a point in not using a controller. What? Grab the gun. Ah, okay. Pistol. Oh, it's not a revolver. Holy crap. In the first game, all you ever got were revolvers. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, in the first game, all you ever got were revolvers. Ah, so now you always have to boost. It goes a lot faster. Okay.
Be like that again, huh?
Guess so, man. I guess so. I hope that all the volume and everything is good. I don't know. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever actually done this. So I'm not sure if the volume is going to sound good. I'm hoping I don't like go to try and get this thing ready to put on YouTube and it just sounds horrible. I really hope it doesn't. And if it does and I don't notice it and anyone watching this is like, oh my god, he's really too loud, or oh no, the sound's too low, just let me know. Like I said, I want to try and make...
In another life, the man was a writer.
Yep.
He still practices that art,
Damn
forging
right.
weapons of war out of ideas.
Oh.
But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
So it's kind of cool that, like, the original Alan Wake is set up like a TV show. Like, each level is an episode, and they'll, like, previously on Alan Wake. And Alan will, like, narrate it. And within that game, there's this show called Night Springs. Like I said at the beginning, like, if you haven't played the first game, you might not notice. He actually, in the first game, his agent, Barry Wheeler, oh, there's a page, cool, tells him that, tells him that, or mentions that he got his big start writing for Night Springs, this TV show that's kind of like the Twilight Zone. And, this episode is apparently this game. I'm sorry, jeez. This game is apparently supposed to be like an episode of Night Springs instead of an episode of, say, like the Alan Wake show, and that's kind of cool. I like that they're keeping the same aesthetic concept, whatever. They're keeping the same thing but changing it some. They're changing other things like that health bar. I have a automatic pistol instead of a revolver, but I like it so far. I mean, obviously it's like 5 seconds into the game, even though I've been talking for almost 10 minutes now, or is it? It's been more than 10 minutes. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna try and move along. Weapon cases. Okay. Read that. Alan Wake the writer.
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
Alright, cool. So I don't know how much is actually going to be told. I don't know how much they're going to rely on you having played the first game versus me like needing to tell you much. I guess I should stop just talking about it because they seem to be covering a lot of the bases. It's all like really fresh in my mind since I just played it a little while ago. I mean, like a week ago. And so I'm just like, oh yeah, I know what that is, I know what this, I know what's up with that. And maybe I just shouldn't talk. Are these explosive? No, they're empty. They are empty. I can jump. Yes. I forgot. Oh yeah. So I'm hoping that later I can do the dodging thing.
The lights of the motel promise safety. The
Yeah,
man
it's so
senses
dark.
that the solution to his predicament begins there.
Okay. I don't know how long these episodes are going to be either. Episodes, I mean, I'm filming this one. It might not even upload properly. I've never done this before. That's explosive.
Somewhere within the Earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this.
Did he say
He
somewhere in
knows
the
he
Earth?
must put an end to this madness.
Somewhere in the Earth, space has been pierced? It doesn't make much sense, does it? So he said there's an endless amount. Yeah, escape to the motel. Okay. Sometimes running away is the best option. Brightly lit areas can provide a safe haven from enemies. I don't know, should I read those? Should I read, like, the little hold down left? Yeah, I know. Should I read that out?
Can't stay here now.
I know, Alan. We're moving, dog. It's so good. Oh, it blew up right away. Oh, there's ammo over here. I'm gonna snatch that up. Oh, okay. Shotgun.
It's a little sad how many problems you can solve with one shot.
Oh, he's like snarky now. Okay, but yeah, should I read this stuff? Or should I just let y'all read it? Or should you just not even care? I don't know. Let me know. Comment, say something. There's a light right here. The safe haven formed by a bright light heals you. The first game it would heal you, you would heal over... Oh shit, did it just go out? Yeah, it did. Okay. What do we got here? Unlock weapon crate. Unlock weapon crates by finding hidden manuscript pages, and blast your enemies with serious firepower. I'm gonna read them for now, because if I don't, it'll just. I'm gonna have to read them. Unlock SMG. 3 manuscript pages required. Okay, so that's what they mean by weapon pages or weapon cases. If you hear creaking, I'm sorry. That's my chair. It's kind of old. Okay. Well, I've been filming for like 17 minutes, I guess. It's a random number. But I don't want to get too far along at once, because I'm not sure how long the videos are going to be allowed to be. Oh, he's shouting. On YouTube. I'm going to try and break them up some. I'll probably film more, just in a row, tonight, because I'm not really doing much. And I'm excited to get started on this. So, hopefully there'll be more than one video uploaded. And I'm taking way too long to say goodbye. Anyway, this will be the end of this one, and let me know any suggestions or comments or anything in the comments section, and I hope you enjoyed it, and there should be more American